Hey y'all. So the Lord had me reflecting really about my life, like my journey in relationship with Him. And the focus was maturity and heart posture. So all my life, I would consider myself a Christian. I would say I was a believer. I always knew God to be God. I could always hear Him. Growing up, we went from church from time to time. I knew my five scriptures, like my John 3:16, my Philippians 4:14, the Lord's Prayer. I prayed for people, um, but I didn't really seek Him to know Him and His will and purpose for my life. And being honest, I was really just a part of the world who said that I knew Him, and that was my idea of being a Christian. But in 2021, He reeled me in, sat me down, and got me in His Word. And since then, we have grown and cultivated a one-on-one relationship where I know Him personally for myself and just one-on-one and speak to Him all day. And He had me thinking about how common that my former way of a relationship with Him is, so unbeknownst to us, is we become a people who know His name but not know Him. And to think we know Him, or thinking that we know Him, we seek His hand and not His face. And He had me in Mark 4, and it's the parable of the sower and the seed. And He was showing me that my heart, even though there was some good soil, there was a lot more of the pavement, the rocky stone, the thorns and thistles that would strip away the fullness and desires and promises that He already has ordained for me. And I was really torn and grieved and contemplating, and honestly got a revelation that even in my immaturity and in my selfishness, the Lord has always heard and always had an expected end for me, and a desire for me and you for us to get into His presence and seek Him, because there was an intention that when He created the world, we were intended to be here. And I was also in, I believe, I don't even know which Psalms it was. I was in Psalms though, but it speaks of the intent of us and of how He speaks of us and how He sees us in such a high regard, and like how much of an honor it is, how He even made us in His image. Like He knows us before we were formed in our mother's wombs, and He knows even the numbers on our head. Like He thinks about us that much. And I was thinking about how selfish my prayers used to be, how selfish ambition, selfish desire, immature, foolish desires, things that I was praying for that I didn't even have the ability to steward or the maturity to steward. And even then, He answered them, and He matched the measure that I had, the little bit of maturity that I had. He gave me a little seed of the maturity, even though it was going to grow in rocky ground and crumble. He was still trying to reach me and show me that He hears me, and that if my heart is for Him, and that if I seek Him for real and match His desires and match his plans, that I would be able to receive the things that I really, that he knows are in my heart to receive, and be cultivated and planted in a place that it will last. So I was thinking about, how do I put this, Lord? So when I think about the immaturity and how intentional the Lord is, to the fact that he answered a lot of the times personally for me, up until this summer, there was so many things that the Lord was trying to give me, like handing it to me on a silver platter, and I would reject those things. And it was heartbreaking to me thinking about it now, because I was rejecting them in seasons where I know for a fact I was seeking the Lord, but my heart was still in so immature and so selfish that I couldn't even receive it. And personally, this is for me. I think a lot of us, when we come to the Lord, we have this idea that life is going to be super sweet and easy and just like green means go from here on out, blessings on blessings on blessings. And then we get met with the reality that this is a whole war going on, and like, now I got an armor, I got to duck, I got to shoot, I got to fight, I got to fast, I got to pray and cry and plead and serve and build and tear down and build again. And it's a whole mess out here. And just the fact of that alone, I was finding myself in a long stretch of a weary season and a confusing thought of like, Lord, I've done everything that you've told me to do. Jumping out of planes, no parachutes. I look crazy, but you said it, so I'm doing it. I'm doing stuff. I don't see any fruit from it, but here I am, Lord. And out of nowhere, I found myself in a cycle of rejecting the Lord, like the things that He was giving to me, like I said, on a silver platter, like it's a burden. Lord, the things that you trying to give me come with warfare, and the things that I'm asking you about, you're not answering. Like, where you at? And I'm seeing comparison come in, because I'm looking at people pray for the things that I pray for, receive them, or people who don't even seek him, or the people who don't even know him, or let alone didn't even desire what I'm desiring, and you're giving it to them. So I'm looking at like what you're giving me, like, why would I want this? Like, this is a target on my back. I'm already firing with a hole in my armor, and I'm tired, and I don't have anybody over here to fight with, and I need help. Like, send help, send somebody. And the people you're sending me, they fighting for their life too. And I'm like, this is my team. This who you sending? But not even being funny, I was just in a stuck, repetitive cycle, a hamster wheel with the Lord, contending literally against the Lord. And I really thought about it, like my heart posture has always reverts back to my love for the Lord, because I've grown in a relationship where I've, one, know that his will be done with or without me. So it's either I'm going to roll with him or I'm going to get rolled over. But I truly love him. So my heart posture always goes back to wanting to want what he wants. But that resistance was there. So I was just finding it very hard to want what he wanted, and to let go of the expectations and the selfishness of wanting what I wanted so bad, to where it canceled out or where I'm running ahead of the Lord instead of sitting and waiting and getting in tune to what it is, what He is trying to do for now. And honestly, when I think about it, I was looking at it as like, I have to do this. You know, like when your mom cooked dinner and it's something that you don't like and she's still gonna make you eat it because, like, who wasting food? Like, I don't care if you don't like it, because who wasting food? Who not gonna eat it? You gonna sit at this table all night until it's gone and you not getting up. Like, what? So I started looking at the Lord like that very early in my relationship, unbeknownst to me. And He was just showing me just like how much I have grown and the joy that He has had watching me and helping me get into this space, and not just throwing me and discarding away. Especially like when I think of my entrepreneurial journey and going into ministry and everything that He has called me to, how much strength it takes to sustain it and not buckle under every no, and truly be consistently under submission to Him and self sacrificing my own wants and needs out of love, like He did. And now I am able to really receive the goodness that He has and not look at it as warfare, uh, a hassle, a setback, oh, another day, oh, woe is me. And not saying that I don't get weary, but now I am able to recover faster and instantly have my heart go back to, well, if it's a pause, if it's a setback, if it is something, it is all still for my good. It is all working out. And even though I don't see it now, I know for a fact that I still will see it. So that was a blessing to me today, how far I have come, and how even in the seasons where I thought that I was doing everything right, how much the Lord was really working on my heart, and not the promises and the inward things, and not the things that we see with our eyes, but truly, truly on the inside, because my relationship with Him froze with from the heart. And the word says that, like, everything flows from the heart. So to know how rooted and planted and deep He has become within me, planted within me, rooted within me, it is just like, wow, like, Lord, now I see. Yes, like, that's the question He has been asking, like, do you see now? Don't you see now? Aren't you happy now? Don't you understand now? And it is only with the maturity that I am able to fully see and understand and truly be able to receive what He has. Because at every level, my heart and my expectations now default back to the Lord. So I say all that to say what maturity truly looks like. Yes, is the growing from being lukewarm to the believer that I am today, but also how being the believer that I am today, the weariness, the warfare, the journey overall, and the experiences, how I regard Him in my heart, in all of those emotions, in all of those situations, whether they're highs or the lows. And ultimately, maturing is to be more like Him. So when He asked those questions, it was really Him asking, do you see how much more? You don't even look you don't even resemble your own self, your old life. And I didn't even think of it like that because I was just looking at all of the things I didn't have. And I was failing to realize all of the things that I now have, all of the new ways, the new features, the new heart, the new joy, the new experiences, the new people, and things that I have gained. So it just blows my mind how good he is and how much work he truly puts in each and every one of us to make something new, beautiful, and blessed. So that's all I got. That's the word. I know it was long and probably all over the place, but